What's going on, guys? We are back here with some more Aether Drift Standard, and it's still PT Decks time. There's a lot to get through. And what I have for you here today is a deck list that had a pretty good showing on day one. Day two didn't go so well for this individual, but this is an interesting take on the Selesnya deck. Now, if you've seen Selesnya decks before, you might associate them with Collector's Cage, where you have a lot of token makers, and then you have some big stuff at the top end to be able to cage into. This deck is, as you can see, not playing Collector's Cage. I want to shout out the person who played this deck, Jordan Lidsky, at the Pro Tour. I believe, like I said, they had a good day one record. Finished day two. I think they ended in 4 and 6 in Constructed, so not the best result. But there's a lot of cool, interesting stuff going on, especially from Aether Drift, and we're trying to highlight some Aether Drift cards. So the first one that I want to shout out here is Thunderous Velocipede, which is a card that I have not had a ton of experience with, but one that definitely caught my eye during spoiler season, especially if Domain is going to be so popular, because they play a bunch of sweepers, right? Day of Judgment, Sunfall, Temporary Lockdown. None of those cards kill Velocipede. So vehicles in general, just maybe not just the Velocipede itself, but I think if Domain is going to continue to be a huge part of the metagame, it makes a lot of sense to play like just any sort of vehicles to get around that. And this one is pretty powerful because every time you play a creature, you get an additional counter. It happens to work very well with Pawpatch Recruit because Pawpatch makes 2 bodies, and each of those bodies enter with an extra counter on it. It also works quite well with Gearhulk because Gearhulk, not when it comes into play, but it finds more bodies, more counters for the Thunderous Velocipede. Shout out to Brightglass Gearhulk, by the way. This card is absolutely phenomenal. Maybe not the card that showed up the most at the Pro Tour. I believe that was Ride's End, Classic Domain. But Gearhulk has just been so impressive. I'm a little surprised to see this deck list not have a Haywire Mite in the main. It is in the sideboard. But I think that this individual chose to go with Insidious Fungus instead, because in the spots where you don't have a target for Haywire Mite, at least you can cycle the Insidious Fungus. I think that's the idea there. So instead of playing Cage and a bunch of top end, we're playing a lot more individually powerful threats. And one of those that I really haven't seen anybody play is Trostani 3 Whispers. This card is really, really sick. So it has 3 different abilities and is a 3-mana 4/4. You can give Death Touch, Vigilance, or Double Strike. I will note, if you get to 5 mana, the combination of Death Touch plus Double Strike, pretty good. Really hard for your opponent to block into this plus 5 mana. Like, combat is going to go miserably for them regardless. And Vigilance is huge because, as I mentioned, Ride's End being one of the most popular card from Aether Drift, giving Vigilance to make their Ride's End cost 3 more mana, and it's only 1 mana for Vigilance. So you can just give your whole team Vigilance and, kind of sort of blank their Ride's Ends. Couple of Wilt-Leaf Lieges just to respect Pixie, and the cool thing about Wilt-Leaf in this deck, you'll notice there's a lot of gold creatures. You have Gearhulk, Trostani, Seraphic Steed, and Melira. Just all pretty good gold creatures on the curve, and all get double pumped by Wilt-Leaf Liege. You have main deck Scrapshooters for Domain, you got the Sheltered by Ghosts for Mono Red, still playing our Elves, and then the Gearhulk package is a Reliquary, an Inspector, and a Fungus alongside the Pawpatches. A bit light on Gearhulk stuff. I've played some other Gearhulk decks that have had like 3 Reliquaries, multiple Inspectors, a couple of equipments. So we're definitely kind of really minimizing the Gearhulk package, which I'm not necessarily sure that I agree with, but just wanted to try the PT lists as is. I've been a huge fan of Basilisk Collar. That one has been fantastic. First Strike, Death Touch, Trample, pretty good abilities on the Gearhulk. Definitely the Prairie is phenomenal here as well, because you just go so wide with Pawpatches and Seraphic Steeds and things like that. And it's good insulation against Sunfall. And then as far as the sideboard, you got some Smites for red, Devout Decree good against Kaido and Mice, Rest in Peace for graveyard decks, Split Up for red, and some additional targets here with Ghost Vacuum and Haywire Mite. So that is it for this particular deck list. Selesnya Aggro. Let's see if we can cast some Turn 2 Trostanis. I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Win against Ollie. What's Ollie up to today? My guess is some Domain nonsense, which does not bode well for the Selesnya creature deck. Alright, best hand I've seen so far, I guess. This is not gonna go well. I'm just gonna be honest with you. This is not gonna go well. He's playing Ben's deck. Could be playing Ben's deck. I think given my hand, I have to do it like this. Okay, gonna land. I will be sacrificing my Pawpatch Recruit. I think seems to be the play that I want to make. Mm-hmm. Vigilance, Death Touch. I mean, I guess Vigilance is kind of free, right? I don't know if it really does anything, but is there a reason not to? Can't think of one. I would take a Wilt-Leaf Liege up the top. I could have given Double Strike and not played the Melira, but that's bad if he has another Breaker or a Pixie. Yeah, I want to make sure I have insurance against a second Breaker. Because Ben's deck didn't have a ton of, like, hard removal. It was really just the Get Losts. And if he has Get Lost for Trostani, then I could just sack Melira. I guess I attack with both. Oh, wait, I can just do Death Touch Double Strike, right, for 5 mana? Hell yeah. I mean, he's not going to chump block the Melira, is he? Okay. Double Strike Melira, so he's going to go to 6. And Trostani is kind of nice. Once you get the 5 mana, just turns into basically Terminate. It's kind of awkward. Maybe he doesn't have another kill spell? Damn. Rip. It's brutal. I guess I will do this. It's not pretty, but... What is my out? I don't even know. I have time for that? Probably. 16, 10... Yeah, I think I have to keep it. I'm not sure if it's good enough, but... Yeah, it's looking kind of cooked. Go to 10. I mean, maybe if he has literally nothing in his hand. Okay, well, that's not literally nothing. Okay. That is, in fact, not nothing. Alright, so... Ben's deck, but with Shelly, which makes my Destroy Evils a lot better, which is good. Decree also good. Thrun seems pretty good. Shooter, Mike could be okay. Sheltered, bad. Maybe I don't need Mite and Fungus. Steve seems bad. Yeah, I probably don't need Mite, Fungus, and the third Scrapshooter. Maybe the Ooze is worse. Yeah, Ooze is terrible against him. Let's try this. What are these hands, man? What are these hands? I guess this is good enough. Put back. I think it's this. This is not a good hand, though. I think we're finding out why this list had the results it did. Well, maybe not so fast. Yeah, why no Cage? Velocipede Pawpatch is nice. Not so fast. I'm happy with this exchange. This is the best Novice Inspector you've ever seen in your life. Okay, come on. What the fuck? Yeah, I think the graveyard deck's gonna get posted tomorrow. He lacks critical information. He is unaware. He is now aware. Velocipede or Kick Pawpatch? Kind of want a Velocipede first. Nah, Kick Pawpatch is... Well, yeah, Kick Pawpatch is better. The fact that I have the Liege in play makes the Pawpatch so much better. So, Wilt-Leaf Liege, huh? We're doing that. GG. GG. You wouldn't happen to have a second Shieldred now, would you? Trigger. Triggers on the stack concede. Okay. Game 3? Yeah, I know. I woke up this morning for the first time in weeks and I wasn't, like, freezing my ass off. It felt good. Well, I mean, the hoodie's gonna have to come off stream. I don't have a shirt underneath. That's gonna... I mean, that'll cost you extra. Do this, probably? I'm trying, Patrick. Of course I don't have it. Come on. Of course I never have it. Who wears just a hoodie? I do. Was that weird? Oh, of course. Now I draw it. Come on, man. Of course. I guess the good thing about drawing it now is I'll never expect it. Oh. I didn't play a land? I like that. Attack? Thoughts on Scrapshooter? No. Scrapshooter, no gift. I'm in. I do not present you with a gift, Ollie. Bro got scrapped. Scrap it up. I saw some copy pasta in the chat. I'm very excited to see you try new and exciting brews lately, Doom. It harkens back to one of my favorite streamers and professional Magic players, Ollie Eldrazi. It's honestly why I follow your stream at all, seeing you do those really sweet and powerful spells that other streamers would never touch for the sake of efficiency, their loss. Don't let the messages in chat bring you down, mate. It's good pasta. It's very good pasta. If I sack, it's -2 damage, right? Yeah, whatever. I don't want a -2 damage. Meow, meow. Somebody told me. Drew the Wilt-Leaf Liege after the Nightmare. Didn't matter at all. Keep. I am number 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It should be an achievement, shouldn't it? I feel like it should be. No, I didn't do a prediction for Ollie. I probably should have. Jesus. I don't even know what to do. Chad, I have too many good cards here. Common problem. Why do I have too many good cards? I'm just going to cast this. I want a Sheltered on a 4 toughness creature. Somebody told me you had a boyfriend. That's rude. Bro, that is not fair. I mean, sure. Run it back. Maybe I should have chumped last turn. Let's get a Dusk and a Paw. No attacks. You don't have a second Witchstalker Frenzy now, do you? Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, that's fine. I'll allow it. The Challenger. Alright, so green. Sheltered here. Target this. Dusk. Sack here. Target this. Play Steve. This song is kind of a jammer. Yeah, it turns out that's pretty good when you draw lands and spells. Not by Steve! No! Steve, come back! Wait, that's kind of rude. Wait, hold on. How do I beat that? I guess it's not even that big of a deal, is it? It's really not. They can't pay ward. Yeah, but even if they could pay ward, it's only 3 damage. I still at least gain 5 this turn. Yeah, it just doesn't matter. Oh no, I can't gain life at 18 against Mono Red. However, will I win? Okay, so red, lots of smites, split up, Devout Decree, Liege can go, Scrap can go, Scooze is good, Stravel can go, Fungus can go, and 1 Velocipede maybe? Try that. Kill Spell Steve, good with this. Kill Spell Double Steve. It is also kind of nice that turn 3 Trostani Cruise Steve. I do like that. When has the red player ever not attacked into an open white mana on turn 2? I don't know if I've ever seen that not happen. I am blocking. 0 chance I'm blocking. Okay. It's the life they chose. You're not wrong about that. It is definitely the life they chose. Dun, dun, dun. 2 life secured. Well, I'm saying that even if it's the life you chose, like even if you chose the life to play mono red, just all I'm saying is just every once in a while, think about not attacking into open white mana on turn 2. That's all I'm suggesting. It's just a thought, you know. You don't have to do it, but just something worth considering, you know. No one knows what it's like to be needed. Manifold. Many fold. Man, I'm taking 6. Insta take 6. The Nema Sussy. Okay, so hit for 6. Wait, yeah, now I can't do this. Now I can't split up, right? Awkward. Yeah, I fucked this up. Steed Ooze. It's saddle 4. So if I need to put a mana into the Ooze and then use both to saddle, but then I only have 2 mana left over. So I guess what I do is just gain a life. Go to 8 and then split up. Untapped. I think I fucked this up. I'm pretty sure I messed this up. I don't think I was supposed to attack with... I think I should have left back one of the angels. Because if I left back an angel, I could have kept the Ooze in play. Yeah, that was stupid. Stupid. So yeah, I guess we just go double Steve. Double Steve, play tap land, hit for 6. And hope they brick. I mean, they brick every time, right? They always draw a land here. Surely they draw land. I think I died to any spell. Like, legitimately any spell, I think I died to. Even Burst Lightning kills me. Okay, well, they did not try Burst Lightning. That's good. Whew. They made that one... they made that one a little closer than it needed to be, I'll tell you that much. I don't want to... Me and Cryptcaller Chariot have a love-hate relationship, and right now I fucking hate that card. We did not have a good run of playing Cryptcaller Chariot. People still play Mono White? Since when? When's the last time you saw Lay Down Arms? It's been a long time. Okay. Well, we are playing against a Sunfall deck, which is not good. Probably can't beat that card. I mean, I have a good curve if they don't have Sunfall, but you know they do. I'm actually okay with that. I would rather have them cast Day of Judgment there than Sunfall on 5, I think. Get these two. Played it 2 times in your last 12. I don't think we played against Mono White a single time yesterday. We played against Domain 4 times, I think, in like 25-ish games. Definitely, at least in my experience, I've been playing against more Domain. We'll wish this never ends. I should have got a Plains. It's probably not going to matter, but just in case I wanted to go Gearhulk Reliquary. Lay down arms. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, kick Pawpatch. So 3 kick Pawpatch. Sack token. Kill this. It's a little risky to play the Fungus if they have a Wrath, but if I draw land 6, I want to be able to go Fungus plus Gearhulk next turn. So I think it's worth it. Yeah. That is the worst case scenario. I guess I'm just going to run out of stuff to fetch with Gearhulk eventually. Miss you, miss you. My head. The voice inside my head. Things are not going well. Well, I guess I will attack with Gearhulk first. See what they do. Where are you? Man, Gearhulk with Trostani is kind of sicko. First strike, trample, death touch. Alright, 4 damage secured. I mean, I have to do this. Yeah, I have to. It sure feels bad to give your opponent a free card, but I simply must. Fish. The fish. Just gave them 2 cards. 3. Wait, oh, because they drew off the Innocents too. I just drew 3 cards that turn? Come on. Yeah, I guess that's fair. If I let him have it, they would have drawn, 4 cards on their turn, so. God, it's so gross. It's actually unbelievable how many cards the mono white deck draws. Like, it's a mono white deck. And it just has, 8 different, draw extra card every single turn engines. And even on your opponent's turn, too. It's kind of disgusting. You can't even possibly grind with this deck, ever. It's just impossible. Like, what are you supposed to do, The answer is concede. The answer is concede. Alright, Scrapshooter, Haywire, Thrun, Evil. Oh, God. The fact that we don't have Aven Interrupter is a little unfortunate. Right. Oh, come on. Come on. I'm keeping it. I mean, there's simply just the planes on top every time. It is what it is. The matchup is so bad that I think you have to keep hands like this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I deserve that. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Sounds about right. Alright, you win. I'm out. Just get me out of here. Please, for the love of God, get me out of here. Dude, how many... Okay, I need to check and see how many lands are in this deck. This is like the 6th 1-land hand I've had. There's 24! Come on, man. Alright, so you just have to complain, and then you get a good hand. That's all it is. That's free advice, by the way. Write that down. Simply complain to the arena shuffler, and then your next hand will be better. Noted? So bottom Scavenging Ooze against the Oculus deck might not have been the best idea. Beginning to kind of realize that this Velocipede card kind of sucks. Like, it just doesn't do that much. Okay, never mind. Velocipede's great. I lied. Although it's still not that good. -5. Recommission. Melira. Okay. I lied. The Velocipede's kind of insane. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to shelter the fear of missing out, so I guess... What should I put sheltered on? I think the Melira. So sheltered Melira. Kill fear. Saddle here. I don't know if it was better to saddle or hit for 8. It's kind of close. I basically gave up 5 damage to make a 4/4 flyer. That's got to be worth it, right? Okay, they're going to make a 5/5 Scholar. But their 5/5 Scholar doesn't match up... Well, I guess it matches up well against these two. Getting mixed messages on Velocipede? Yeah, I feel the same way. Is that a good trade? It's not a terrible trade. Alright, so crew. Cast Velocipede, so this one gets bigger. Send these two. Yeah, see, they don't even want to trade. Okay, I guess it was a good attack then. I see why they didn't want to trade now. Yeah, it almost seems like if the Velocipedes were collector's cages, I feel like this would be a lot better. Guess I'm taking 7. Yeah, -8. Sure. They have 2 blockers. Wait, are they just dead? They gotta be, right? They only have 2 blockers, and I have 11 trample. So let's say, okay, so Pawpatch kicked. Let's just do this first. Pawpatch kicked. Because now if they have something, they probably have to use it. But even if they kill the steed, I can just crew the Velocipede in response. So crew here. Yeah, the fact that both Pawpatches get 2 additional counters from the Velocipede. So if I crew here... Yeah, they're just dead, right? Am I missing something? I don't think so. Block 6/6, block 5, take 9. GG. Alright, the Velocipede finally did something. It only took, it only took 6 games, but Velocipede finally did something. You'd love to see it. Okay, Rip coming in. Yeah, Wilt-Leaf we probably don't need. I think I agree with that. So Wilt-Leaf for Rip. Smite could be okay. Destroyable could be okay. The Vacuum is good. I think Profs and Oculus are the two cards that I have to worry about the most. And for that reason, I think I want Destroyable, because Destroyable kills both of them. I think I'm going to board out the Scrapshooters and maybe like one Sheltered. Sheltered's good. Maybe like one Steed. Shooter has reach, but the problem with Shooter is that it can't profitably block Oculus, so I don't like it as much. The guy who went viral for a few years by posting more and more elaborate clips of this song? I don't remember that. RCQ on Sunday. Good luck, Plumeveil. What are you playing in the RCQ? If I could recommend anything, if you have the available cards to do so, I'd probably just play Domain. Trostani. Let's save the Pawpatch. Oh, you're playing Blue-White? Also a good call. Blue-White, I think, is like a sneaky good call. A lot of people aren't really respecting it. I like that call a lot. I would never play it myself, but I can at least like understand and appreciate that it is a pretty good metagame call. Well, was not really expecting that to happen. So that sucks. Okay. Bruh, their hood's end. Yeah, the Pede is down. I repeat, the Pede is down. See if they answer this. They don't. Alright, I'm Bing chillin'. I'm gonna cast this Sheltered until they make me. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good call. I like Arnie's list. Again, it's not really a deck that I would ever play, but I can at least, like I said, respect that it's a good metagame call. Double strike. Damn, Trostani is kind of sick. The more I play with Trostani, the more I'm like, maybe we should just be putting Trostani in Cage. It's really good. Dusk Rose. I guess I'll do that. Sack Elf. Blue-White has a bad matchup against Domain. Does it? Can't be that bad. I mean, it's probably not the deck that you want to play against as the Blue-White player, but... okay. Dude, Trostani is just absolutely cooking people. You Chandra -4, then you copy the Chandra ability. Gotcha. I'm with you. Yeah, but it feels to me like if you're at the point where you're playing Monument plus talent, you don't even need that. Because you already have enough stuff that's good against Grave Hate. But yeah, I would highly recommend playing Monument plus talent in that deck. I was a really big fan of it. It's a lot of claws. The Claw. Uh-huh. They're 1-drop attack for 3 on turn 2. It's pretty good. Now what? I guess I wouldn't have to take 2 if I played Scrapshooter Pawpatch, but I'm just going to do this. Definitely can't attack, though. It's nice that we have 2 5/5s on defense. I think my plan is just never attack for a while, and then eventually try to, like, one-shot them with Trostani. I don't know if that's possible. Take 2? Yeah, I mean, I have to, right? Okay, write this down. I've taken 4 damage from my land so far. We are currently at -4. Get Reliquary and... Oh, this Novice? Still no attacks. Which PT deck do I like the most? I'm a really big fan of Ben Stark's deck. It's a good point. I could start giving Vigilance, but don't I need white mana for Vigilance? Oh, no, it's hybrid. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. They're doing stuff. What's the plan here? Burst Lightning, Pawpatch. So whatever creature I go... Well, no, this is not going to work out for them, right? So basically, whatever creature I target with this Burst Lightning, they can't kill with Frenzy. So I think I'd rather protect the Trostani. Yeah, this is a PT deck. Yeah, this is not going to work out well for you. Okay, so resolve this. Crew Trostani in response. Frenzy resolves. Then Burst Lightning resolves. And then I eat these 2. Is it worth trading Pawpatch for Hard Claw? Just take 1, right? Yeah, that worked out pretty well. They're at 20. 5, 10, 14, 15. We're close. We're definitely close. So... let's go here. Here. I want to try and put him on a 2-turn clock. The question is, do I have to hold back a blocker this turn? 1-2 haste pump. They don't usually have Swiss Spear, though. I don't think I should expect they can deal me 9 with only 3 mana. Because the problem is, if I only attack them for 10, they can survive next turn with, like, a chump block here, right? Because they go to 10, then I use... Well, that's not true, because I can crew here and I have 14 trample, and they're at 10. Yeah. Probably could have only attacked for 10 there. Okay. That's not going to cut it. Alright, you are dead on board. Because we have 14 trample. 14 trample, they only have 4 toughness. What was the coolest PT build? I mean, as far as coolest is concerned... trying to think. I really did like the Merfolk deck. I don't know how well that person did, though. But I did like the way the Merfolk deck looked. Pretty sure that person did not do super well, though, so... Golgari Graveyard was nice too. We played that one yesterday. It was decent. I liked it. What was my last cut against them? I think I cut 1 Pede. Yeah, and I think Zevin's record in Constructed was 8-2, I believe. Which, not bad, you know. It's not like, you know, Zevin had a somewhat poor Constructed record and just, you know, limited carried him into a top 8. Like, he did pretty well in Constructed, too. I do like this deck a lot, too. Again, I'm still not sure if it's better than just playing Cage, but I do like the, like, slightly higher overall individual card quality of this deck compared to Cage, and it's less clunky, too. Like, your 2s are better, you don't have as many 4s, your 3s are a lot better, too, for the most part. Am I a Beans hater or defender? I will never, ever defend Beans. You won't see that happen on this channel. Look, Beans, I will say this. Beans is cool if you're playing it with Chitin Gravestalker. Merfolk went 2-8. No. You could have just not told me that. Now I feel bad. I don't even want to play the Merfolk deck now. How am I going to introduce that in the video? Well, you see, this deck went 2-8 at the Pro Tour, so we are playing it today. We're going to try and do a lot better than they did. Guess I'll take 8. Guess I'll just take 8, huh? I gained 2 life. Is that a fair exchange? Take 8, gain 2. It's not bad. I did try that deck Big Qual. That one's going to be going up on YouTube in the next couple of days. That was actually one of the decks that we got to play before the PT because somebody posted their list on like Wednesday or Thursday. So that one should be going up shortly. It's either going to be tomorrow's video or Thursday's video. I don't remember what we have scheduled, but it's one of those two. They have found the lethal line. They did it. Probably an okay hand. I mean, I do like mice when they don't play a 1-drop. I don't mind it then. I don't think Mite's worth it for talent. Like, these are just not the games they ever win, right? I guess, to be fair, they didn't have a 1-drop. This game's probably a lot different if they have a 1-drop, but... I wonder if they kept like a Pyroclasm hand. That's why they didn't. That's why they kept the hand without a 1-drop. Okay. I think Domain being the best deck is going to make for a very different meta. Is it? I don't know if it's going to be that much different. Maybe a little bit, but... I think we just play safe, right? Kill the challenger. Yeah, let's play safe. Hit them for 7. They're at 6. Should be okay. Yeah, I feel like Domain's been the best deck for a while. Maybe not like the actual best deck, because I mean, there were, I think at points in the metagame before the PT, you could certainly say that Esper was the best deck, but it's at least been up there for a long time now. Because it won PT OTJ, right? I think it did. Pretty sure it did. All right, what is your plan, opponent? What is your plan? I feel like their plan is just die, but I could be wrong. Okay. Plan is in fact just die. We'll take that. Final thoughts on that deck. It was interesting, and I do like a decent amount of what's going on here. I'm just still not sure that it's better than playing Cage. I will say I was impressed with Trostani. It's the first time that I really actually played a bunch of this card, and it was quite good. The Scrapshooters in the main feel a little out of place. Not sure about these. The Ooze main deck is probably something I would consider cutting. I would also kind of want to expand the Gearhulk tutor package. Like right now, there's a decent amount of stuff, but I want a Pixie, basically is what I'm getting at. So I think I'd probably cut these three for a Pixie, a fourth Sheltered, and maybe a third Wilt-Leaf Liege. Just because you have 9 gold creatures to pair with Liege, and the Lieges are pretty nice with that stuff. So I think I'd play another Liege, and then the Liege, Sheltered, and Pixie for these three, but I don't know. I liked it. It was decent.